Hi, and welcome back to Mortgage Mondays. I am Bianca Salas with EXP here in Miami, Florida, and today I will be sharing with you some important questions that you should be asking your lender before choosing your mortgage. Stay tuned. Question number one, what is included in my mortgage payment? So what do I mean by included? The homeowner's insurance and property taxes are generally included in a mortgage payment. While principal, interest, taxes, and insurance make up the typical mortgage payment, some people opt for mortgage payments that do not have some of these things. That type of mortgage will have a lower monthly payment. However, it's important to understand if they're included or not, because if not, you will be responsible for paying them separately. And that's something that is very important for your financial planning. Question number two, what type of mortgage plan would you recommend for my situation? Depending on the circumstances and how much money you're planning to put down, what your credit history looks like, what you want the monthly mortgage payments to be, upfront cost, how much time you're planning to spend in the home, etc. The term length, for example, 30 years, 15 years, will all be factors in how and which mortgage you decide upon that best fits your situation and your plans for the future. So that's something to talk through with your lender, and they could recommend the best type of loan for your individual situation. Question number three, who will service the loan, your bank or another company? A lot of homeowners get a big surprise after closing and realize that their loan was sold to another company. This is actually quite common, so there's nothing to be alarmed about. However, it's good to know in advance if that should occur. So what do you expect when your mortgage is sold? The new owner cannot change the interest rate, the amount of the loan, etc. So typically, if the servicer stays the same, you will not be notified. You just keep making the payments as you did and nothing will change. So if your servicer will change, then you will receive two notices. You will receive a notice from your current servicer, and you will receive a notice from your new servicer of the loan. And typically you need to be notified at a minimum 2 weeks prior to the effective transfer date. What if you have a new lender? So a new lender will need to notify you no less than 30 days before taking ownership of your loan. So in all of these cases, it is important to understand the information, understand what's happening, and also if you have automatic payments set up, etc. If anything needs to change, you want to make sure you stay on top of the new accounts or addresses and phone numbers and contact information, just to make sure that everything goes smoothly and you continue making your payments. Another great question to ask your lender is about the lock-in period. So when you get your pre-approval, they give you an interest rate and they lock in that rate. Locks are a tool for customers to protect themselves in case of interest rate increases during that period of time while you're waiting to close your mortgage. Mortgage locks generally last from 30 to 60 days, and at a minimum, they should cover the period of time that it'll take for the lender to process the mortgage application. Mortgage rates fluctuate daily, and now with the coronavirus pandemic, it is more important than ever, because of all of the uncertainty, to make sure that the interest rate that you are quoted is the interest rate that you will be assigned at closing. And the last question I have for you today is, are there any charges or penalties for repaying the loan? A mortgage repayment penalty is also called an early payoff penalty. Note that these repayment penalties don't really kick in if you're trying to make an extra payment here and there in an effort to bring down your principal. So just be aware and When you are looking for a mortgage and deciding which one to choose, be aware of the penalties for repayment because they are usually hidden in the mortgage contract. It is a great time to buy because we are at historic lows when it comes to interest rates. So if you are ready to buy, don't hesitate. Please give me a call and let's get started. That's it for today. I hope you learned something. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe here below if you liked anything at all, or if you have a comment or recommendation for me, or if you'd like to see anything, please let me know. I will be back next week with some more questions you should ask your lender on the next installment of Mortgage Mondays.